Hi, Facebook friends and family. This is Chanel with GenWealthBuilderz. And I just wanted to do a very quick little video about life insurance in the season that we're in during COVID, what some carriers are going to be bringing into the landscape starting next year, and some questions you need to ask yourself to determine if you do in fact need some life insurance coverage. So settle in, and hopefully this will answer some questions that some of you have asked me in terms of life insurance. So as you know, life insurance wasn't really on people's radars much in the years prior to 2020, because, you know, 2020 has just opened up this black hole of chaos. And as a result, whereas life insurance wasn't really on too many people's radars before, it is now. You know, for myself, you know, when you start to see the death notices pile up on your Facebook feed and the news headlines, you know, it definitely starts to get you thinking. And as a result, right now, this year, surprisingly, the rates for life insurance have been surprisingly low. Really, really, really good. But that is going to be changing. The rates that we're seeing currently with these policies are going to start getting raised across the board. I believe from what I've read, a lot of the carriers are going to start raising their prices next year for life insurance coverage. So if you're kind of on the fence about whether or not you need life insurance, this year would be the time to get off the fence and start locking in those rates. And there's a difference between larger policies. Well, I'll get into that a little bit later. Let's go into some questions you need to ask yourself to determine whether or not you do need to get some life insurance. You know, short answer, if someone asks me if they need to get life insurance, of course, I'm going to say yes. Yes. But to dig a little bit deeper, here are some questions you really need to ask yourself, and I have 4 of them laid out. First question, will there be a financial hardship for your family if you were to die? Meaning, if you were to pass away, is there enough money in your accounts to cover the cost of a funeral? If there isn't, and your family has to come up with the money themselves or do a GoFundMe or whatever it is they need to do, then yeah, you need to get some life insurance in place. That's just, you know, number one. You could get a very, 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 very small policy just to cover very basic funeral expenses for around, you know, I would say average price is around $30 a month on average to just cover the basics. Because most of us, you know, don't have just like 10 grand sitting in a checking account ready to give out if anything were to happen. So, you know, if the answer to that question is yes, then yeah, you have a need for life insurance. Question 2, do you have a spouse, life partner, or child depending on your income? If the answer to that question is yes, then yes, you in fact do need life insurance. Because once again, we don't like thinking about it, but if you were to never walk through the door of your home again, everything is in play. Everything. If your family has to figure out how the mortgage is going to get paid, how the rent's going to get paid, where the money's going to come from for food, for lights, for clothes, for heat, for the necessities, for everything, and especially if you're a single parent, you need life insurance. Okay. Question 3, did you buy a home that is dependent on 2 incomes? And if the answer to that question is yes, then yes, you do in fact need life insurance. If your spouse especially is the one who doesn't make as much as you do, and you two got like a $2,500 mortgage and they only bring in $1,500 a month, do you really want them selling the house? Do you really want them moving out? Do you really want them to deal with all of that on top of everything else that's going to be on their plate? So yeah, you should definitely have some life insurance in place. that you own, so that your spouse, life partner, will be good to go in the event of your passing. And question 4, did a parent co-sign a student loan for you that will not go away in the event of your passing? So sometimes, student loans are tough and rigorous, and in order to get them, a lot of people agree to conditions where a parent needs to get involved. And if anything were to happen to you and now your parent is going to be on the hook for like a $20,000 loan, then yeah, you're going to need to get life insurance. And if that is the case with you, $20,000 loan, and if you're in your 20s, you're probably talking about $10, probably not even that, $10 a month, somewhere around that area. So yeah, you're definitely going to need to get some life insurance coverage. And another quick thing I wanted to touch on is the difference between large exams, large policies and small policies. For the most part, a lot of insurance carriers are making it easier to get life insurance without needing to get an exam done. So if you're talking about small policies like 100 grand to, I know I say 100 grand like it's no big deal, 100 grand, 200 grand, whatever the case may be. A lot of carriers are offering those types of coverages without you needing to get an exam, which is cool. If you needed to get a larger policy, you're talking in like $750,000, $1 million, $2 million, then yeah, you're probably going to need an exam. But the exams now are much easier, especially during like COVID. They frequently will have the nurse practitioner come out to you. They'll do a simple, blood draw, high blood pressure, weigh you, it's over in like 15, 20 minutes, and then you guys could get the coverage that your family needs. So the life insurance carriers have made it very, 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 very easy to get life insurance. If you have questions about life insurance, what type of policy will work for you, definitely reach out to me. I'll be happy to answer any of those questions for you. If you would like to get a quote for your family, definitely reach out to me as well, and I'll be happy to go over that. Thank you for joining me for this short little video. I hope you enjoy your day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.